Hello, Jesse Good here, back from another LEGO Nexo Knights set review. This is a Chaos Catapult. It's a $10 set that has 93 pieces and 2 minifigures. Now let's take a look at the minifigures. So here's a Royal Soldier. This guy comes in a few poly bags, and then the $10 set as an identical version. The poly bags actually don't have this armor piece right here, which is a really cool part of him. And that armor piece is one that they use for the ultimate sets because it has those 4 studs on the back. And of course, it doesn't have printing inside that hole, but rather it's just a hole that shows the printing on the torso. His little helmet piece is the older helmet piece that we've seen for a long time in LEGO Castle, but now it's in this nice kind of blue color. And you can see his face right there. And he has 2 different face prints. They're very, almost identical, but their mouths are a little bit different. And then you can take that off and you can see his torso right here, which looks kind of sweet. Has a nice kind of futuristic knight look to it. And then he has a little sword as his weapon. So here's the Crust Smasher. This guy also appears in a poly bag, but without that little shoulder pad piece, which is my favorite part of him. And he also appears in, I think, Murloc's Library 2.0, but he has a little bow shooter piece, which is getting in a lot of sets, in a lot of cheap sets as well, but it's always nice to get that, because it's a piece we won for a long time. But, like I said, that little shoulder pad piece is my favorite part of him. He uses older knight's helmet, and you can see that he has double-sided face printing, as well as some back printing. But the shoulder pad piece is a pretty good piece. I mean, it's a very smooth but hard plastic. And you can see just the molding all around like that. Very nice piece. So here's the Chaos Catapult. It looks like the head of a lava monster coming out to eat you. And speaking of eating stuff, you could actually stick a minifigure in there and make it kind of eat the minifigure. So I'm just going to stick that knight guy. There you go. That knight guy is not getting out of there as long as you keep rolling it. So I think that's kind of funny. Kind of a hidden play feature. They don't really mention it on the box or anything. And on the front, you can see they have this little jumper piece. That's just to put this bowcaster element and just stick it at the front like that, so you can kind of launch stuff if you'd like. So that's kind of a neat little mini play feature. On the side, you can see they use those nice magma pieces in a nice translucent orange color. On the back, there's not much to see. And the side, once again, I like how the face looks right there, but on top of the face you can see there's this little catapult, and it's good because it's a rubber it's a catapult using a rubber mechanism, so it could hold a lot more heavy stuff and it could launch a lot harder. So just load up one of these 2 ammunitions they give you in the set. If you push back hard enough, it's going to go really far. So let's try that one more time. And yeah, that hits pretty hard up there. So not much else to say about this, except it is a very cool looking miniature set. I also like the wheel designs. I forgot to compliment that, but they use like a little circular plate, and then they use one of these disc pieces, and it comes out quite unique. So yeah, that's it for the Chaos Catapult. Onto the box and the final verdict. The box itself is a very small box that has 1 instruction booklet. So overall, the Chaos Catapult set is worse than the Nighttime Blaster set, and they're both the $10 sets that aren't ultimate sets, but they're very similar. This build, I think, is just a little bit better than the Nighttime Blaster build, but I think the minifigures here are weaker than the one in the Nighttime Blaster set. The villain here is just a lot more bland, and also he comes in a set that's only $15 more, while the one in the Nighttime Blaster set comes in a set that's $30 more and then $90 more. So it's a much better minifigure to get in terms of accessibility in the Nighttime Blaster set, and in my opinion, I think it's a much better looking minifigure. All I really like about this guy right here is his shoulder part in terms that stand out, because everything else doesn't really stand out to me. The knight included is the same as the Nighttime Blaster Knight, so I mean, I feel the same way how I felt with the Nighttime Blaster Knight, since they're the same thing. And it's a cool looking minifigure. He's all right. And then the catapult right here, like I said, is just a little bit better. I just like the design of this one more, and I like the play feature more, much more on here. It's really sturdy and it's really cool and unique. So I'll rate this set a C+. Like I said, worse than the Nighttime Blaster sets in terms of minifigures, but better in terms of the build. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll see you guys later.